We're both streaming simultaneously. Isn't the internet great?
The internet is so great. I can't wait for uh, squad streams to be officially a thing for other people.
Heckin' me too.
Oh, wait, I should probably change what the thing is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, luckily I can do that from my dashboard real quick.
Joke's on you. I use OBS automatically.
Which version of which version of OBS are you using, or is it just super?
Using the Streamlabs version, the one
Oh,
Hiten
okay.
uses.
Okay.
And when you go live, it gives you the option to change your live notification.
Okay.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Luckily, no one's here yet. It's fine.
Yep.
Art, digital art, drawing, illustration, character creation. How many more tags can I put in this thing?
So many.
So many. Oh, art commissions is actually a tag now. Interesting.
That's good.
Update information.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not what I made the...
Funny that I found recently in one of my candle holders because I have a little... I clean out my candle holders after I'm done using them, so I'm gonna try and take the labels off of them, and then I'm gonna draw on them with my Posca pens and turn it into my own little custom dice trail.
Nice. Alright, now it should be good. Now it's not a complete fustercluck.
For once. For once in our miserable lives.
Oh, that's not a full link. Why didn't that work? Let's copy that and then put that there. So that will work. So do you want us to do the same prompt and see what we both come up with, or do you want us to do separate prompts and see what happens?
Let's do separate prompts.
Cool beans.
Have us both open it up and see what we both get.
Same group challenges, I assume?
Yeah. It should be.
Just gotta scroll up.
Because everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, we should probably, like, pin this.
I like that it says, like, check this shit out. Or, like, I'm rolling for a motherfucking... Open it. Boop. Boop.
Yeet. Okay. Romantic halfling barbarian from a young offenders institute who refuses to admit their prime.
I got well-intentioned tiefling paladin from the wilderness who only has 2 more years before a demon comes back to claim their soul.
Of course it's a tiefling.
Your girl! That's interesting as well. Okay.
What's a young offenders institute? Is that like adolescent juvie? Is that juvie?
Yeah, it's like juvie, yeah. It's the equivalent of fantasy juvie.
Fantasy juvie. But if they're from, I guess it could be like they were in the thing from a past, like they were in the past they went to, they were put in, juvie.
That's true enough.
Because otherwise, it's like past their prime. If they were just in juvie, that doesn't mean it. That doesn't make any sense.
Joke's on you. You stop being a professional gamer after 19. That's past your... When you turn 20, you're considered past your prime as a pro gamer.
Oh no.
What class did you get?
I got barbarian.
How did... Yeah, the idea of a barbarian past their prime is very hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Fucking how do? That one.
I don't know how to, just...
I got... I love that I got tiefling.
I can't believe it! I mean, I can, but Jesus Christ.
I did this! I was dicking around with this, a while back.
Yeah.
Just futzing with it. And for some stupid reason, I could not, for the life of me, get tiefling to show up. I did it for like an hour, and I kept like human, half-elf, dwarf, halfling, everything. I was like, is tiefling or dragonborn not in here?
I haven't seen
everybody else was
either.
Yeah, and then everybody else was doing it. I think it's only 5e base.
I mean, Furball gets 5e.
I mean, PH base, rather.
Oh, okay.
And it was, but like, I was just like, come on, damn it. And I kept trying to get it to fucking, to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just fucking wouldn't. So I was like, are tieflings not in here? Did they leave out tiefling and dragonborn? And then fucking Mavi on her first try. It's a fucking tiefling. I'm like, god damn it. So I thought it hated me, but it didn't. Provides me with...
it provides when you needed it most.
Coming through for me right in my... right square in my... Tiefling Paladin? Right in my square comfort zone with both of the characters I play currently.
Beautiful.
Tieflings.
Not sure how I want to do this.
Paladin from the Wilderness is very interesting as well.
Wild Mother Paladin.
I was gonna say Wild Mother Paladin.
Or a DT, take your pick.
Depends. I'll go Wild Mother Paladin.
But which flavor of barbarian do I want to go down? That's the question.
Is there a nature paladin?
The closest thing you got is probably Oath of the Ancients, because you get more plant-based spells, and one of your divine features, because, you know, I was making it's my Drow Paladin last night. It was, it's Ensnaring Strike. So, if you, that's the closest thing you want. Probably.
Okay. Worry about my when I stream because she starts breathing heavy, but she's got the good thing. Yeah, plant growth, protection from energy, ice storm, stone skin, commune with nature, ensnaring. Oh, okay.
I could go Ancestral Guardian, I could go just the straight Berserker, Totem Warrior.
I would say Berserker fits the idea of like a juvenile delinquent kind of adventurer.
I can't tell.
My instinct consistently just drawing dudes. Because
just guys being dudes.
Couple of guys being dudes. Couple of dudes being gay. Show me your dick, Steve. Engine Critical Role, and I love the relationship between Caleb and Not, tired dad to his excitable thief daughter.
It's reversed, Kay, thank you.
It's reversed. It's tired, it's excitable thief mom and her tired wizard son.
Except not as much anymore. Because I watched talks and it was like, it's not so much parent and child anymore because Caleb's gotten better at being able to stand up for himself and be able to make decisions.
So proud. so proud of this development.
And of course, she's developed relationships with the
mostly
rest of the 9.
We've gone from taking care of Caleb to fucking with Ford as much as humanly possible.
That bit where he's like, your slaps are ineffectual!
You're so weak, how do you even hold the falchion? You made Ford cry. Oh my god, I was searching for references in Brooke.
What did you get? I came here to drink milk and kick on dead ass, and I just finished my milk. Ah!
The consistent drawings of Caddy in the garden hat are like some of my favorite shit.
Oh, I love that. It's so good.
So, okay.
Like, I'm not sure if I want to go...
Paladin.
I'm not sure if I want to go traditional barbarian, like, design.
I'm trying to think weapon preference. That's usually where I start, because that's how a pose forms.
My problem is that I gotta make them small.
Small? Oh yeah, what race did you get?
Halfling.
So slightly abnormal proportions as well, but not stocky like dwarves.
Yep.
Can't say I enjoy Jester's behavior so far. Who the fuck steals from their allies? Don't
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Do you mean you need to autocorrect that to not? not repeatedly, but she does steal from her allies.
Need to make sure everything's...
You will love Jester. Jester is great.
I love Jester to bits and pieces.
The whole Mighty Nine is good.
Good in a soft, deep down.
Soft.
They're all good in a soft, deep down.
Oh, do I also want to go... Not has an itch, she has an excuse. Yeah, kleptomania.
Although that's, waned in recent...
It has.
Recent episodes. My arc is all nice and completed! Yours took 3 months! Mine took 2 weeks!
She's not wrong! She is not correct.
Jester is a good boy. Who are you drawing, Brooke? I am drawing, I'm going off of a prompt. I wish I could pull it up, but I don't know how to do the snip, the screenshot cutout thing on Firefox.
Joke's on you, I just took a screenshot and then manually cut it inside.
Mine hasn't mine hasn't been working. My, screenshot button hasn't been working, so. It's probably something with my computer. You know, I probably want to give them a more confident pose because they're refusing to be past their prime.
I'm having the biggest difficulty finding a reference for a pose I like.
Oh, Master Shadow. But yeah, mine, for the people who weren't here, my D&D character prompt was romantic halfling barbarian from a young offenders institute who refuses to admit they're past their prime.
Mine is well-intentioned tiefling paladin from the wilderness who only has 2 more years before a demon comes back.
I'm working on getting the link, don't worry. There you go.
I like well-intentioned.
I'm doing alright.
Well-intentioned paints a very interesting picture.
Where's my phone? Where did I put my phone? Because I had saved a bunch of... I took a bunch of screen caps of interesting ones that I got.
My Pinterest is like 98% references.
Oh, same though!
I'm thinking about making a mage character with a character-specific spell that makes him similar to the hand from JoJo. That's not a bad idea. So did you? Okay, I retweeted this. I don't know how many of you follow me on Twitter, but I retweeted somebody saying that they wanted to make like a voodoo mage class.
I saw that. I want that so bad.
Yeah, and I was like, that sounds really fucking dope. Can you? And I was like, would that maybe be a blend of a warlock and a druid, maybe?
Probably something like that. Because I was reading further in the thread, and it was like, it's not so much like one's higher than the other, it's more of a it's more like a equal partner kind of thing.
Yeah, like a, because it seems like voodoo, from how I understand it, like real voodoo, is the equivalent of like asking the spirits in an area to help you do a thing. But like, if it's specifically you forming a bond with the nature spirits to do a thing, I would think that would be really interesting.
I think so too. Always find that bit fascinating, but I didn't want to ever dip my toes into it because I'm white as hell.
I would 100% do it.
Now you can't hear anything? Justin, I don't know what to tell you. I turned Hiten up. What more do you want from me?
I'm here. Eat dicks, Justin.
I'm really...
One of these days I'll make more female D&D characters.
Your stream has no audio and Hiten does? That doesn't make any sense. What's wrong with OBS? It says it's picking me up, but I don't know what's going on.
Check properties and just reselect them. Bleh! Reselect the mics. Sometimes it just doesn't work for me, and that's all I have to do.
Audio device. There's that. Oof, let me refresh. Default. It seems to just be me, okay. LOL.
Smooth, Justin.
I really want to play my Noma Barbarian because that combination makes no sense since she's good and I love her.
I also love her. She's 2 feet tall and full of absolute rage.
He has DJ Dick Cutman in the background, so listening to her anyway. Well, you know what? I should put music on in the background as well. Shh.
I always turn on like lo-fi mixes when I draw on stream because I feel like it's the most appropriate thing.
You're not incorrect.
Big differences in you can't teleport for That's.
Do you want me to put on Big Bad Boss's Silver Clone? I could. I have the CD.
I'll fucking do it.
I'll do it. I don't want to get Spotify Premium. I'll just you know what? I'll put on Big Bad Bosses. I'll do it. I was gonna put on some Super Soul Bros because I love them and they're real good. But let's put on some Big Bad Bosses.
I want him to have kind of a.
I can't wait for season 2.
Yo, new Dororo theme for the second half of the series. And I don't like it.
Aw, I'm sorry.
It's not as good as Kain! It's so lame.
I just gotta remember to make these limbs short.
It's very, like, 90s anime, like, themed. But, like, I don't like that. Because the other one was so, like, it felt so fitting and so correct. Because it was kind of melancholy, but it was still, like, super good. And it rocked, like, hardcore. Rocks my socks, but, like, it's not as good as Kain.
Just look up Ike from frickin' Brawl or whatever.
I want him to have kind of a, like, for lack of a better word, a really cowardly pose. So I'm picturing, like...
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing if it's Tiefling who lives in the woods and in fear of a demon, seems like that's where that's what he would be. Like he's hiding, like he's hiding out from the thing that he's trying to get him. I keep thinking, Kane, I'm looking at like what you're posting, and I feel like something like that exists.
What are they talking about?
They said, I've been thinking about making a mage character with a character-specific spell that makes him similar to the hand and from JoJo. Should I just call the spell Vacuum Slash, or is that a thing already? The only difference is that you can't teleport forward, it only pulls things towards him. I feel like that exists.
Lightning Lure?
The Lightning Lure kinda does that.
I know... God. It's not Witch Bolt.
Right? See? It's fucking with me. I know that there's
It's not Witch Bolt, and if it's not Lightning Lure, then what is it?
There's like a... Isn't there a force spell that does that?
There is a spell that... I know there's a spell that pulls someone towards you.
Well, Lightning Lure does that. If they fail a strength check, then you can pull back on it, and it'll pull them towards you. But I don't know.
Actually, Ike's post from Brawl is exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect.
Found a really cute comic. Yeah, it's just me and Brooke because we're doing an art challenge. I found a really cute comic of him using Maximilian's Earth and Grass.
Wait, am I on the wrong layer? I'm on the wrong layer.
But where is the rest of the cat? The rest of the cat is in my heart. You must have a pretty big heart then. And Caleb just hides in his scarf.
Why did everything frickin' disappear? That's not what I want, nor what I need.
Thinking that I go somewhere kind of like give off some kind of like catty vibe, sorta, insofar as that like he looks kind of druidy, but
do you two on about the void that pulls in? I mean, we know that there's a spell that pulls an enemy towards you.
No Lightning Lure, if they fail a strength check, you can pull them close, but I feel like there's a specific...
You mean, like, telekinesis? Maybe?
Yeah, telekinesis can do that. If you... God, I love the drawing of Caddy, Molly, and Percy with the Death Energy shirt.
Except, Caddy's all about the life, even though he's a grave cleric domain.
If you ever feel depressed or want to hate yourself, friendly reminder that Caduceus Display loves you. And thinks that you're just great.
Oh, that's...
It's just great.
That's just great.
The best summation of Caddy's character I stand by is that scene in, I think it's 53? When they first get into the City of Beasts?
Yeah.
And they're talking to, Zorsh. And he's like, oh, I don't know why you would say that, you're great. Alright, your deception or persuasion, your choice. Oh, persuasion, of course.
So good.
Like, it's not a lie! Caddy does think that you're great.
I put it on shuffle, but I guess it doesn't want to shuffle. Oh well. Caddy's so good and soft, and I just love him. Since I saw Samurai X on Twitter, I'm curious what it is. Is it like Afro Samurai? I have no idea.
No, they're the movies from... They're the Rurouni Kenshin movies. are usually classed as Samurai X.
Oh, okay. There's like no other pulling spell, looked it up. Okay, so it's lightning lore or telekinesis. One of the two. What would be a good outfit for someone who thinks they're not past their prime? Well, how would I even look that up?
Think midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Or are you onto an outfit already?
I mean, I don't have like the head designed yet, but I just want a good idea of where I'm going. So
my mans, I don't even have a post.
I mean, I was like, I want that post that Ike does in Brawl. I think it's one of his taunts, and then I found it, and then I have like the upper torso sketched. No one ever said that my process made any sense.
Oh. Thank you, Vaxeldon. So...
You know what? Why is Jeff Goldblum in my search results?
Because Sam Riegel looks like a horse wearing a Jeff Goldblum mask. I can't fucking believe. Every time I think of, I almost died. Ashley just fucking murdered him last week. I can't wait for you to see the VOD.
I can't wait either. Am I just gonna make this character Jeff Goldblum? I'm really tempted.
Jeff Goldblum is not convinced that he's not past his prime.
Alex Fossiani is the one currently singing right now in the song, but he is one of the coolest dudes. The other half of the Beer Bros, well, yeah, third, because Brett Bayonetta joined the crew. Bayonetta's not his last name, but it might as well be. But Alex Fossiani's a cool dude. I can't wait to see Ashley come back and completely roast Sam. It's gonna be great.
Weird. There we go. Got a rough pose. That'll work.
Oh, I'm talking about the Alex. Oh, I was talking about the outfit Alex Fossiani. Well, as much as I would love to give him a Hawaiian shirt, I don't feel like doing that today.
I can't see Hawaiian shirts. Like, Mabimbam has ruined me. I can't see Hawaiian shirts and not immediately think of Jimmy Buffett. Like, immediately.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, Justin has a point. Hawaiian shirts can't be convinced they're past their prime.
Nothing screams midlife crisis like Ray-Ban's shades and a Hawaiian shirt. Sometimes it truly just be like that.
It just be like that, I guess.
He scrapes the air like the hand can, the vacuum he makes is filled again, and everything is pulled towards it. Yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea. Be a great way to pull opponents into the line of your damage dealers. Of your punchy Malayman, as it were.
I can't wait for Big Bad Bosses Volume 2. I wonder who they're gonna get as another guest, because like Nathaniel Battle, and that is how I will only refer to him as, was like he's not gonna come back for the second album, so they're like, because he's doing really great on his own, and they just didn't want to, like, it was just like a mutual, like, you know, you'll be so successful on your own, it's okay, you don't gotta be about it, it's whatever. So they're gonna have guests for every album at this point. And so I'm like, who are they gonna get, and which video game character are they gonna be? I want Hiten to agree with me about how much Griffin McElroy's music for AZ bops.
It does! I do agree with you, because it does bop. Taz music fucking bops like nobody goddamn business, though.
And he was a games journalist.
He, I was baffled when I found out that he, makes music in his spare time, and it's, super good.
I'm just like, it must have just been something that he picked up, because I'm like, where did this come from?
Yeah, it was like, oh, all the music is great. Who's making it? Griffin?
And just wait till you get to the Crystal Kingdom arc. Like, oh my god.
Where he uses a Vocaloid.
The shirt is partially tucked, but it's not completely tucked because midlife crisis. I'm still on Pedals to the Metal. Like, Pedals to Metal was good, and I liked it a lot. Frickin' Merle getting into plant hentai was funny, but like like it starts like ramping up real good. And
somebody's discovered their new the world's worst fetish.
Like, who hasn't heard of Starbomb? I mean, that's fair, but I prefer Ninja Sex Party and their cover albums.
Same, though? It's getting to the point where I genuinely prefer the cover albums because, Danny can fucking sing. Really well.
I love, his cover of Africa is the best version of Africa.
Africa by Dan Avidan.
I can't believe that man is 40-something.
One of the few times I've genuinely had a crush on a celebrity, and he had to be old enough to be my dad.
I was drawing on the wrong layer again. But luckily I fixed it.
Joke's on... I was about to say, haha, you are a fool. I would never do that. And by that I mean I totally didn't merge down my transparent base sketch layer 30 seconds ago.
They called me thought I was a fool. What's that frickin' BDG quote? They thought I was a fool. They called me a fool, but do I look like a fool to you?
Yes.
It's a rhetorical question.
I was about to say, Brooke, we're sitting here drawing Dungeons and Dragons characters. The answer to your question is yes.
Need to make the canvas bigger. I'll probably have to redraw him after this, but just to get the proper proportions for how I draw halflings and things, but this isn't turning out too bad, I don't think.
I can't stress how here I am for Caleb and Yasha's awkward friendship.
Yes. I need more Caduceus and Yasha, honestly. After that big Matt did at the end of 57, I was like, man.
The first actual bit in 58, I'm not gonna spoil for you because it's really funny. But it's an interaction between Kat and Yasha.
Good.
Thinking...
Now, do I add tattoos or not? That is the question.
Character radiates, distance weapon to me, so spear I feel like it's something.
I stopped caring after Sir Isaac Newton versus Bill Nye because nothing can be better than Weird Al as Isaac Newton. I mean, to be fair, yeah, that's fair.
This is an acceptable reason. They're just not gonna top it. This is your peak.
It's like with the whole Star Bomb and like epic rap battles of history thing, I feel like I've kind of grown out of that with the exception of like Weird Al and on the occasion Brental Floss. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of stuff from like those types of like that type of humor music that I enjoy. So
same. It's not even like they're bad or anything. It's just I think I'm past it as well.
I look back on like some of the I don't want to listen to that. I look back at some of the YouTubers I used to watch back in the day and how like their era is over, which is so weird. Like Nigahiga, he was big when YouTube first started, and he's still kind of going. He's got his podcast that he uploads to YouTube now, but it feels like his era is done. But I mean, I hate to say that, but
no, you're right though. I agree. YouTube's one of those things I feel like comes and goes and consistently has eras and cycles. As little as anyone wants to admit it.
Yeah. I mean, some of the YouTubers that are still going, I still enjoy very much.
Same.
But some of them I'm just like, I don't know if I just got older or what. Just one of those things, I guess.
Hayden and I were like mad bummed when we found out that the best friends were breaking up.
Yeah.
They were one of the few Let's Play channels I watched consistently. Much as I love them individually, I just don't think that... I think they did their best work when they were all together.
Yeah.
If the band's broken up, I think I'm done.
Now I still... Wrong layer! Jesus Christ!
Having some difficulty today.
Look, I normally don't have my references on my canvas.
I have no idea how to draw this hand.
You know, I accidentally kind of made this sword look kind of like a baseball, but I'm okay with that. A baseball bat? I'm okay with that. Yeah, but two best friends broke up. And as a YouTube thing, I heard like one of them was like turned out to be not a great person or something. I don't know. I'm so far apart from that.
Well, I know Liam left a while ago, like a long while ago.
Yeah.
And then they disbanded, like, for real. How the hell do I...
Also, same Silvercloud. I used to have a crush on a YouTuber. I was a very cringy 14-year-old. And why are we now, Silvercloud? I'm so mad. Now I have that stupid song from High School Musical 2 stuck in my head. I hope you're happy. Because they put bat sword, hey, bada swing, and I'm like, no, stop.
You'll never be truly free.
I'm so mad. I regret nothing.
Regret everything. Regret every choice you've ever made. Need to let you go. It's like, because he's holding it at like a really weird angle, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Justin, how is that reroll Kickstarter going anyway? I'm curious.
Oh, can you check, Justin, can you check and see if we have to, if we're sending Travis to a haunted house or not?
I've been checking it progressively. It's almost at $9.8 million.
Travis Willingham is just sitting in his house, nervously sweating.
And we have 3 days left. And with the last minute push that always happens with Kickstarters, it's like, I think we're gonna hit it.
Look, man, we're sorry, but like not that sorry.
We're not sorry.
It'll be fun.
It's so funny watching it on Talks, and Brian and Matt and Sam were talking about how it was so great for them to experience it, but they want to bring that to everyone else to also enjoy it.
I want to bring the joy of watching my friend pee his pants to the entire internet.
And Brian was like, no one said how long it had to be. We could even make it go on for like a week and just live stream the whole thing.
Again, as bad as I feel for Travis Willingham, I want them to do it.
They need to hit 10 million for Haunted House. For Travis Haunted House. You know what?
I love him. I don't care that he's a huge baby. I think it would be hilarious.
9.78 is the current.
This is 100% not correct, but I don't really care. I don't know how I hands.
I think him reacting to the Sea Hag's lair was good enough for me. No, we need the full experience, Justin!
You saw the gift that we were given in the form of him losing his shit about the 7 kobolds in an overcoat. And you don't want that for an hour. It's beautiful, Justin. It's beautiful. Ooh. That is the thumb side turned out.
I should probably give him scars of some sort if he went to juvie, so.
He went to the children, the bad school children, the children of the bad. Wow. You know what? I don't have an excuse for what just happened. Like, my brain just turned off.
I feel that.
It just didn't want that sentence to happen. Flipping references so I can draw hands.
Big mood.
Hate drawing hands. It's a burning passion, like every other artist.
Yeah, it's but just me and Hiten today, Charlie.
Oh, God damn it! Now I did it.
Wrong layer.
Wrong layer. God damn it. Of course, as soon as I make fun of Brooke, I fuck it up.
That's what you get.
You know what? It is what I get.
I'm looking at it now, and I don't really like the wormwood tabletop tiles thing. I mean, yeah, I'd rather have one of their like dice roller thingies. I mean, not the tower. I mean, just the
tray.
The tray. That was the word I was looking for. It was not work. The brain would not connect.
Work.exe has stopped functioning. Would you care to update?
Why? What does it look like? They're just hexagonal things that you can connect together, and it has different things, like you can put your cards in there. Like if you have spell cards, you can put them in there. They can be coasters. There's a small little dice jail you can have. I mean, it's cool, but not really my thing.
Yeah, I like it as well. It looks really neat. It's just not for me.
Master Shadow says it's called Karma Hiten.
Etix. Eat my entire ass.
I don't know how to feel because I rolled the stats for my paladin last night and I got 2 10s, a 12, an 8, a 16, and an 18. So I'm like...
Whoosh!
So I'm very tempted. I'm probably going to keep them because it kind of fits with the character anyway. And like 10 is just average stats. I just don't get to add anything to it.
That 18 though.
Yeah, that 18. I put that in charisma.
Super cool and charming and everyone likes her.
Ray of sunshine. And then the 16 went into... Unfortunately, I couldn't get to 20 if we're going to be at level 3, so I was just going to be like, you know what, that's fine. An 18 at level 3 is, or 19 rather, is really good. So, I'm not going to
My usual instinct when I run one-shots is to run at level 5, but obviously new, so I don't want to overwhelm too much new information.
Yeah, that's fair.
That hand is way too small. It's alright. I will put it in the second pass. Because I merged the layers down too fast and didn't realize until after I had done it.
I still can't believe that Big Bad Boss has got Grant Kirkhope to do a rap track. God, Big Bad Boss's the first album's gonna be 4 years this year, Justin. Oh, I feel so old already.
Grant Kirkhope seems like a pretty radical dude.
Yeah. I'm not a super big fan of his stuff, but I do like his work on Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Because that's...
This character screams polearm to me.
Each one individually being $20 is just not worth it. Yeah, I mean, but it is being made in the US, so it's not like it's being sent to, like, somewhere else to be made.
Yeah, I was about to say. Put this
I feel like I need to make the face more chiseled.
I'll do... polearm.
What stats are you technically using for your Naginata for Akari, by the way? Because is it just like a halberd?
Yeah, I'm using halberd stats.
Okay.
It's effectively similar enough.
Yeah.
I like the general design of that, so that's what we'll use. Curves up. It had to be a slashing weapon instead of a piercing polearm, and it just didn't quite. The spear weapons just didn't have quite the same thing. The only thing about using that particular set of stats is I don't feel like it. I feel like it should have reach, and it doesn't. But
I want to use a lance, but apparently it has the special tag, and it's like, oh, you need to be on horseback, otherwise you have disadvantage on using it. And I'm like, what? Shut up.
Which I think is dumb.
I'm hungry. Should I make tortellini? I mean, for breakfast, maybe. I mean, anything's breakfast if you try hard enough.
Anything is breakfast if you put eggs on it.
You know, you're not incorrect. I still think... God, 'cause Greg Kirkhope doesn't swear in real life. Like, he's not much of a swearer, but they had him just swear up a wazoo in this rap track.
Curse. Say bad words.
Wait, do you mean halberd silverclode? That the weapon with the cross, right? Or is it the pike? I think halberd is the one that, like, it's pointy at the end, but then it has a hook at the end?
A pike is just a straight spear. A halberd is an axe with a spear at the end of it. I'm looking at some various designs here.
The bushiest of eyebrows.
I like... Yeah, alright, I like that. That's what we'll do. Keep it pretty simple. Don't assume Pike's sexuality.
Pike is... maybe bi? I don't remember. But Pike Trickfoot.
I said it was a straight spear.
But then Pike Trickfoot from the first campaign of Critical Role is a good and a soft, but she's also ready to go mom on your ass if need be.
It's that fucking meme, the I'm a healer butt, and it's just the doctor loading a gun.
Yeah. Basically. Pike, her best friend is Grog Strongjaw, so its tiny gnome is friends with Tall Goliath Man, and it's adorable, and I love their friendship to bits and pieces.
90% of the fan art I see is of Pike riding on his shoulders, and that makes me excessively happy.
He calls her his little monster. It's so good.
That's where the thing came from. Cute.
It's so cute, and I love it. Travis and Ashley are so... God. When Ashley was there and they were able to do stuff. Also, the search for Grog hurt my heart, because she was like, Grog? That hurt me so much.
Heckin' know what? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna listen to that. I love this song.
Oh, I didn't hit shuffle, I hit repeat. That's what I did.
Smooth.
No one said I was smart. I'm like, why is it doing this?
Yeah, nope, I have to fix it. His hand isn't right.
Justin, does this expression say, I'm not past my prime, what are you talking about? I'm fully capable.
Whenever I hear past my prime, I instinctively think midlife crisis. I'm still young. that.
But do I give him Jeff Goldblum's very thick spectacles? I'm very tempted.
Do I just make him Jeff Goldblum? I'm gonna do with him, I think, the same thing I did with Amon and give him, like, kind of antlery horns to feed into this.
I love tieflings and I love drawing them, but I feel like my sticking point is always the horns.
It's my favorite thing. My two favorite things to draw on characters are long tails and horns, i.e. why I play shit tons of tieflings.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I'll just...
Well, Jake, we finally did it. Our first album. That was great, man. Oh, yeah. Seriously, though, dude, I really think people are going to love this. And honestly, how great is it that we can actually just relax for once, right? All right. Friends? Oh, my God. What, dude? What? Dude, we forgot to do the cameo track, man. We didn't call it.
You're already on the line art. I'm so fucking mad.
I mean, look, it's not a terribly difficult pose that I picked.
It's true.
I also work really fast.
I was about to say, dude, I haven't even finished the fucking base sketch yet. For those of you at home wondering, this is why I typically have the sketch done before I start my stream. I take fucking forever. Power. We've had no problems.
And they stick Please bring Jesse Cox or Brett Bayonetta into the next Big Bad Bosses album.
If you're out there.
If you're out there. If you're out there, Gerard. Alex. Satch. Please. Just do me this one solid.
This one favor.
I mean, the Beard Brothers with Brett, Gerard, and Alex, they have this thing called F It Beard Bros where you pay them $250 a month, and then once a month they'll do something for you. It'll be pretty much anything. So I'm like real tempted to be like, can you come and film our wedding? I mean, it's not like we'd make them go cross country or anything, because it's going to be here in Cali, and they're stationed in LA, so it's not like it'd be that far of a drive.
Justin says Brett should be King K. Rool.
That would be pretty good. They're both big boys, so...
Lorch.
I would even take Matthew Patrick, because he's got to put that theater degree to some use in some capacity. If he was someone... like an annoying villain of some kind, I guess? I'm not really sure.
Jasper Vett Jr. The internet hates him enough already, why the fuck not?
Thanks, Alex Roshan. It's all Alex's fault. That's his legacy.
It's what you get.
It's what you get for making YouTube videos when you're 18.
When you still have bad opinions.
I mean, to be fair, Jasper's design is really stupid.
Right.
Boss, your body counts 1,000. They're stacked up like a mountain. They serve up executions a la carte.
Rough idea of what I want to do here.
I should not have flipped the canvas, now it looks awful.
That's why you do it beforehand, or you're like me and don't do it at all. horns like these, but I wanna... I think I know how I want to change them slightly.
What is on my hands? I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna do this hairstyle because it's very peculiar. Jeff Goldblum, why do you do this to me? Why do I make poor life decisions?
Why did I decide to base this D&D character on Jeff Goldblum?
Because it was there under midlife crisis outfits men. No, that's radio edit. We already listened to that, so I'm gonna change what we're listening to.
Again, that's a big mood though.
Let's play. Put it on actual shuffle mode this time. Instead of just go down the list.
Matt's theater major is put to good use. His science is all an illusion, and he sells it so well he has droves of 12-year-olds taking his word as gospel. Says Justin.
Yep, I saw.
I mean, just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it like that. I'm gonna regret this if I ever play this character again.
Why do you say that?
You would understand if you saw the horns I was drawing.
Let me just check. Yep, I could see that. Yep, that's, close. Yep.
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 That's, what a mistake looks like, kids. But, you know what?
Apparently he made another FNAF theory recently, Justin? I don't know.
So what to say, Scott Cawthon needs to stop making Five Nights at Freddy's, not only for his own sanity, but for Matt Pet's as well.
Like, Matt has a child. Apparently one of the most recent ones was like, how does Kirby fly? With sheer force of will. He's a good boy who does his best. That's how.
Kirby holds himself in the air via the sheer force of his anger alone. I haven't seen him in my recommended lately, which is a good feeling. What has he been up to? Fuck if I know. Keep telling YouTube I'm not interested, and it seems like they finally started fucking listening to me.
Apparently Matt Pet put up a video 2 weeks ago saying addressing game theory's biggest problem, but I'm not even gonna click it, otherwise it's gonna be in my recommended forever.
It's secretly manga common.
I should not have laughed.
Calamity Ganon versus Majora's Mask. So I was gonna say, so the moon?
Well, I mean, the mask was controlling the moon. And that's a unholy abomination of sorts. But I don't know.
Tempted to make him blue almost.
I still have no idea what color scheme I want to go for.
Oh, Majora the deity? I don't know. Fuck, dude, I don't know! I've never played Majora's Mask! Big fan. Ben, goddammit.
I was playing more Breath of
Just
the
keep...
Wild this morning. That was fun.
I haven't played Breath of the Wild in a while.
It's good for just, like, going around doing whatever.
Been playing a lot of Stardew Valley.
I don't blame you. It's a good video game.
Been playing a lot of Stardew Valley and a lot of Baba Is You.
I need to get back to that because I'm stuck on some puzzles.
Me too.
And I refuse to look up solutions if I can avoid it because...
Me too!
That defeats the purpose of a puzzle game.
See, everyone I know is like, oh, it's because it defeats the purpose of the game, or like this. It's literally, I don't want to admit that I'm that stupid.
I don't think it's the fact that we're stupid, it's the fact that I think we're both people that overthink things.
No joke, I got stuck on a puzzle for like 15-20 minutes for that exact reason, where I was so sure that like, well, it can't be that, that's too easy. And then I was like, wait, and then I did it, and it was the solution.
Yeah.
God damn it.
If I ever get the chance to play this character, it will be very interesting for sure. I'm always team mom or team dad. There's no... That's just always the case, it seems.
Almost tempted to give him like goat feet, but I don't think I'm gonna go that far.
Is he gonna be born tiefling or transformed tiefling?
He's gonna be transformed. Because I think that fits the narrative of the fact that there is something coming for his soul. Feels more on brand. I'm gonna have real long hair.
I was actually like, you know what, I think I'm gonna listen to more Adventure Zone again finally. And then you're like, hey, you wanna stream? And I'm like, yes!
I appreciate your enthusiasm. By the way.
I was contemplating trying to stream this morning anyway, so it's like, yes, good, let's do this.
Real long hair. He's been out in the... My boy's been out in the woods. On his own.
The barbarian who thinks he's hot shit, but no, he's not.
Exceedingly cool until not at all.
He thinks he has way more. He thinks his charisma's a 16, but it's probably like a 10.
Character concept has given me an idea of something I might want to do with that one shot that I'm making for Ave.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm glad. And yeah, like I said, I would be lying if I said that I didn't get some inspiration from Critical Role. But
just say, if there's undead or fiends involved, I got my spidey sense for that.
No.
Dang it.
I love my references folder is like, oh, like cute girls, wings references, general body shapes, and then the monster from the Ritual. Just the concept design for the monster from the Ritual, because it's so good. The Jotun is so scary. Really like really like this, like, a lot. I'm gonna make him kind of Chinesey, I think. I've just gotten into, like, a weird hole when I was looking for costume refs the other day, and just got a bunch of, like, random, like, kind of Chinese, Korean, kind of just Far East Asian costume refs in my recommendeds, and they're, like, super fucking cool.
I love that whole everything.
I don't know if this is, like, a game or what, but I love this aesthetic, like, a lot. Reach a hand that pricks me till I bleed. Plus, I always feel like these kind of East Asian designs suit, like, druidic characters very well.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of movement.
This isn't even remotely the same hairstyle that I drew that's on the Jeff Goldblum reference, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it and see how it plays out.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say, this isn't even my final form. But I did think that.
I mean, the character might say this.
This isn't even my final form. How does D&D work? You roll dice and then you cry as your DM breaks you emotionally for 2 to 4 hours.
Basically. I still can't get a... God, I'm so mad at... I mean, I'm not mad at Chris. I'm mad at Chris, my DM. I'm mad at our bard. Because he has all of these discount bargain bin wands, and one of the wands makes more wands. And they all
Does
have
it make more random wands?
More random ones. So they all do different things. Like, one turns into an anchor, one turns itself into a top hat, one just yeets itself out of the caster's hand. I got a couple, but luckily I have identified so I can mitigate some of the fun. But I'll pull up her character sheet because I got a couple of ones I identified last session.
Okay, here's what you do. In a moment of downtime, you take the wand that makes more wands, you burn all of the casts in it so that it's done.
It's not, it's a charge per day.
Oh god!
It's a charge per day, and it can make 1 to 4 wands a day.
Yes! Excellent! I just like the idea of you having a completely separate bag of holding that's just full of wands.
They're all tucked into his shirt or whatever, and I'm just like... Ah! There's a 1d4 psychic damage wand that does it to either the caster or the target it's pointed at. There's a wand that, if they fail a con save, will make the target explode, but then come back together in 6 seconds. So it technically kills them for 6 seconds for an entire round. But they come back just to normal.
Fantastic. Excellent. No, it's fine.
There's a wand that can put a party hat on someone or put it on the caster.
The biggest meme that I'm seeing here is the fact that 90% of these are like, will it do it to you or to someone else?
Yeah, the biggest oof that I told you about before was the ones that sends an assassin somewhere at both the caster and the living thing it's targeted at.
The mental image of that is great.
Just somewhere, someone just immediately gets seething hatred for you and just wants to go out and kill you. So now there's an entire guild of assassins after our bard.
Well, this is why we check what things do before we use them.
Yeah. There's a wand that just acts like a candle when you use it. And then, probably one of my favorites, although I will never use it, is, it shoots out bees, but it also attacks the caster.
So not, like, focused, Plague Swarm, like Catty Staff, like just...
It's like Plague Swarm, but also it hits you, too.
Can you, like, cast it and then just fucking throw the wand?
I don't think it works like that.
Can you bee grenade? Is what I'm asking.
Do I have to roll for state? I need help with weapon and backstory. I don't know what you mean, Silver. Just do whatever seems interesting to you.
Seduce every single bee. Make this campaign the bee movie.
There's plenty
I want to do what Liam O'Brien did with Night Before Christmas, but with, like, a completely different movie, where I, like, give you a really bad, vague summary, and it just turns into a movie at the end, and you're like, is this a fucking bee movie?
Yeah.
I feel like my friends are too perceptive for that.
I don't know. You would think the Crit Roll crew is perceptive enough for that, but,
I didn't realize until they were talking about the, until they used the word worm sack. And then my head perked up and I was like, wait a minute! Wait a minute, what do the kids from Nightmare Before Christmas look like? Oh, god damn it!
I figured it out as soon, I think I might have been spoiled in the comments, but, like, as soon as it was like, these doors have different thingies on them, I'm like, damn it, Liam O'Brien. Probably
that's very
another ones that I have is that it makes the caster think that they just disintegrated what they pointed at it. So our little goblin Gip Gop pointed it at this plant that was eating our bard, and then he was like, yay! Thinking he disintegrated the plants, but it really did nothing.
That's a shame. Eminem needs to start. I need to play Allison. Yeah, I know! I'm waiting for Alex to get done with school.
We also need to solve the mystery.
Solve the mystery.
I'm working on it.
You absolute morons. You absolute fools. I can't believe you didn't solve my mystery session 1.
I'm not even sure that's physically possible. If you say it was physically possible, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm trying to think. Not unless you guessed completely randomly there was no way that you could have solved it. Session 1. You didn't have the clues to solve it session 1. To say it's impossible is... I thought that originally Eminem was bulletproof, and then Boone played 3 notes and ruined my...
don't forget Max's Nat 20 history check.
Yeah, and then Max's Nat 20 history check. So I can't use the word impossible much as I'd like to, but...
Not anymore. Not after the stuff I've seen. Not after the things I've been through.
After the bullshit that I've gone through DMing, saying you couldn't have solved it in one session is a lie. But unless you literally went like, I think that it's this random person, there was no way that you were not gonna... There was no way that you were gonna fucking figure it out.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not really good at solving mysteries because I have the critical thinking skills of a potato.
And we love you for it anyway.
I like how you don't disagree.
Brooke, Sweetheart, I love you, but come on.
I'm trying to get better. I'm trying my best.
And you know what? That's all we can ask of you. All we can ask is that you try. Do try. Very.
It's just, I know it's better, I know it's clear that I shouldn't ever play high wisdom characters because I don't have a high wisdom. In real life.
I'm still losing my shit over what the fuck what the fuck did Caddy learn about the fucking ringmaster? What did you tell him, Matthew?
It has to be Vandarin.
I'm telling you. I've been screaming about it since.
It's gotta be Vandarin.
I am convinced that the ringmaster is Vandarin.
Cause, I mean, there's not a ton of evidence, but there's enough to make it plausible. Because there was what the Wild Mother said, that Vandarin was atoning for his sins. He was atoning for something that he did.
He was on his way. He is safe and he is trying, I think. Yeah, I love Drop Pop Candy. He said he was like on his he said like he's on his way and he's trying. And then when they met up with the ringmaster, he was like, you gotta get out of this, you gotta keep going. I still, every so often, my brain just goes, hey, who do you think told Toya that her other brother is now dead?
I'm just curious of what information we're allowed to get after the campaign ends, with certain ends not being tied.
Just boots open, Talks Machina. Answer everything, Matthew!
If it can't be applied to a third campaign, just to lay out everything.
Tell us! Need me more, need you more.
No joke, there's a Papyrus and Sans cover of that song I like a lot.
There is, and I've heard it and I love it.
Oh no, now it looks like he got spray tans. We're not doing that.
I mean, that's a look. That tells a story.
It tells a story, but I'm not sure if spray tanning is a thing in Fantasyland.
That's a very interesting use of prestidigitation.
Yeah. This just in. He hand-waved a lot of questions after campaign 1. I know he did! Justin, do you not think I know that? And it hurts.
But yeah, the idea of, like, just booting Matt Mercer's front door in. Tell us everything! We want to know! Who the fuck is Moloch? It's my biggest question to this moment.
To be honest, like, not even Tal knows, so...
Yeah, and that's great. Like, that's a great character concept, is a character with complete amnesia. Thank you, Wolf Dragon. Yes. Looking forward to play some Mistborn this Wednesday. Hell yeah. I want to fucking wanna fucking know, my dudes. I wanna know. That's such a good idea. Like, I wanna play a character with amnesia. Cool. I'm gonna decide who you were. That's how you heckin' do it. Oh, I'm gonna use this.
This should be an okay thing for a scar color, I think.
At this rate, Brooke's gonna be done, and I'm gonna...
I'll do another one!
Brooke does 3 in the time it takes me to do 1. I'll lose my shit if you start sketching when I finish sketching. I'll actually lose my shit.
Well, like I said, I work fast.
What am I doing? I was about to say, why did I sketch it laid out like this? This doesn't have sleeves. It'd be open there. I'm dumb. I want him to be kind of thin as well. Look like a feral thing that's been living out in the woods for... I technically don't have to interpret this as he lived in the woods, but I'm gonna. That's about as detailed as I want to be in, like, the general design aspects of this. I don't want his clothing to be too...
I should put in a pectoral line now I think about it.
Like, my reference. Costume's done. Now we just do his face. Okay. I want him to have solid eyes. I used to hate the, like, one-tone eyes, where, like, the tiefling's eyes are all one color.
Mm-hmm.
But now, over time, I'm starting to really like it. So I feel like it has a lot of, like, it adds a lot of mystique. It makes them look less human.
Mm-hmm. All I want to know is how many fucking innocent sailors died because of these dipshits didn't go back and finish off that hag.
Justin will get over it someday.
You're still not over Mollymock Tea Leaf.
Yeah, but that's different.
Is it, though?
Yes! He was a full-fledged character that we spent shit tons of time with, and this was a throwaway bit that Justin just decided to latch onto.
I will never be over. Did you name your goddamn wizard Taco?
Taco. T-A-K-O. So Tay. You name your goddamn wizard Taco. The angry, accusatory tone
of Griffin Galroy
is so funny. I want to give him some face markings.
You know, if he's got... If he's got hair on his chest, he's probably going to be a hairy person. So let's just rectify that right now.
Just gonna make him hairy in general.
Yeah. Takahaka?
Takahaka?
So I think when I leave for school at around noonish, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna finally listen to more Adventure Zone. Because why not?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him some face markings as well. I'm so happy I'm gonna finally get to go see Hamilton!
You're gonna have a fun time.
Gonna see it at the Richards, where it was originally airing as well. Oh, I'm so excited.
You'll have a great time.
There we go. The sketch is done. I can finally line the stupid thing.
Yeah.
He's really cute. I like him a lot. This mental issue that I like the idea that he's real tall, but like, because he's always slouching, he doesn't look tall. Almost had her. Could easily go back and do it. No. Justin, get over it. We're past this. Everyone is past it but you. How mad do you think a DM would be if, say, a player steals a rare treasure and their boss can't catch you because you're a speed demon on your feet? Depends on the treasure. I'd be pissed if it was meant to be like a huge boss encounter and you just ran in, stole it, and ran out. Cough, cough, Max.
Which Max?
Yes.
I don't remember the good family man ever doing that.
No, I'm talking about Boone's character.
Right. That would fit, Mew.
Maybe it's me as a DM. Every time players do something dumb like that, it's a DM's job to make damn sure it bites them in the ass. Not if it's never relevant ever again, Justin! Just bouncing around my recommended.
Look, the only time it should bite you in the ass is when a guy that you killed didn't get away. I mean, he got away, my bad. And then, if it's never plot relevant ever again. Only if it's plot relevant.
Yeah, if it's plot relevant, then for sure, but...
It's like, they stole a bandit's underwear or something. That's not.
Are they never gonna go to that sea again? Maybe? And then if they do, they can cross that strait when they get to it, but like... For the moment... Also, didn't they get sort of kind of banned
You scared me when I got the notice at 11:34, Rose. Yeah, I'm just drawing with my friend Hiten here. I'm not doing Terraria today. That'll be Wednesday.
Not if Ukatawa has anything to say.
Ukatawa.
He's mad, too.
He's mad at Ford.
He's real mad.
Can I be a... can I multi-class into something else, please?
I like the, was it a bad one? Well, this is the first time that he's ever killed me. And then the whole party's like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of... That would kind of imply that.
Did I just accidentally make Leisure Suit Larry as a D&D character?
I love the moment. It happens to me constantly, so I love that moment. That moment of, wait, shit.
I am playing music. It's just really quiet. Let me turn that up, actually.
Oh my god, that struck me so funny. Just a long pause. Am I drawing Leisure Suit Larry as a D&D character? If you're wondering, I was the player that stole the treasure. No, I was not wondering. I assumed from the way the question was phrased that you were the asshole. Yeah, no. I would murder you to death. I would hate you forever. You stole free charges of... Oh god, if it was anything stronger than Revivify, then yeah, I'd murder you to death. I'd be so pissed that you got in and out without a fight.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot his facial hair. I need to do that.
When Matt brings in some consequences, or at least some guilt of someone like they know died at sea in the same spot, I have an I told you so prepared. And keep that in your snark slots. You only have so many.
You're like it's like a paladin spell slots. You can only have so many snark per day.
Before it becomes annoying. I have endless.
Alright, see you in a bit, Rose.
I think he's gonna end up looking really cool.
Your character designs are always cool or interesting or both, or super adorable and cute.
Thank you, I try very hard. Oh no, that's the wrong line. Actually, no, I have only in the right spots like Matt. Nothing could have possibly prepared me for how excited Taliesin Jaffe was at the very idea of how bad they were gonna scare the shit out of Travis.
I'm so glad that we made the original stretch goals because, or the added on stretch goals because, frickin' Sam now having to lug around that gigantic ass, thing.
Mother of God was the word used, was the phrase used.
It makes me so very happy.
I mean, it's not my fault I had Atom Shift lets me move through solid objects. Yeah, it is! It is your fault.
You took that ability!
To be a dick. There's no way that you didn't take that to troll your DM.
Matt being like...
You have an ability... If you have a spell that lets you do shit like that, that's the only reason you take it, is to fuck your DM.
You see, I didn't originally take Identify to be a dick to the DM and ruin his fun with the wands. It just kind of happened that way.
My favorite bit was when I was making Ray for Ardmanteleo, and I was like, I'm gonna take Identify. And Glynn's like, you don't need that, you're not gonna use it, it's waste of a spell slot, waste of a cantrip, blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, you dick, I'm doing it. And then as soon as we started, it was like, oh, guess who can figure out all of the things that we need? All of the pieces of shit that we have, eat my ass. It's a feat my DM gave me that I thought was useless. Oh. See,
if the DM gave it to you.
This is a different, this is, I believe, the difference between an inexperienced player and an experienced player. Anything that increases your movement is, in any way, is not useless. Anything that fucks with how you can move is immediately something that you take and hold on to forever.
Sentinel, mobile feet, monk in general.
Yeah, the difference between life and death occasionally is 5 feet.
I did not save that entire time. I am a monster.
He done?
Yeah, he done.
God damn it. Not even like halfway through lining! You absolute monstrosity!
I mean, I had a smaller character, to be fair.
I mean, fair. To be fair. Post him in DMs, I want to see.
Yeah, I will. Just let me, oops. Do the savey save.
Matt learned very hard way that a magic item that can cast haste with no downside might be OP. Yeah, a little bit. I heard about Vax in the boots.
120 feet of movement after he gets his vestige.
Yeet.
A turn. And he's a rogue, so hi. I labeled it D&D random thing, so where's that? I should probably put my finished pieces in a folder, like separating them out, but I don't. Why do I do that?
Mine are nested in folder within folder within folder.
Well, there he is.
I like him.
Thank you.
Simple, clean design.
Thank you, Jeff Goldblum, for this inspiration. Gave him Ike's sword.
Also, one little review as well is his design is a little more complicated.
Yeah.
Slightly more moving parts.
Again, another perfect Matt sass moment. So can I get to the other side of the building, Matt? Matt starts to count the squares and throws his hands up. You're a fucking bullet, sure. Let's reset. Let's see. Reliable gnome druid from the slums of a port city who has 27 siblings to provide for.
Wow, interesting. It's a really interesting concept. I like it.
Yeah. So I guess they would be a sea-based druid then, if that's the case.
The concept of sea druids is very interesting to me.
That is a thing I can pick, right?
Yeah. You can pick like beach druids.
Circle of the lands, because there's Arctic. Oh, there is a coast, so that would fit. That would work.
I love I'm sorry, my favorite instance of all time so far has been the, can I use controlled water to try and dash it against the rocks? I mean, yeah, I'll give you a roll a percentile. It's like, you're pretty close. I'll make it 35%. 15. Fuck.
Taliesin comes in when he is needed most.
I also like the how I dismantle the guns, how do the guns work, and then just Matt, I don't know, Taliesin, how do the guns work?
I'm just gonna look up Coasterid and see what sort of ideas pop up.
Thought beach bum immediately.
What are even a gnome's, like, stats?
You have a gnome!
I do, but I haven't made a character sheet!
Real excited to play my gnome. How do gnomes work?
Forgive me for not having the opportunity to play one.
Maybe small. I mean, yeah, Justin! Like I said, she's 2 feet tall and consumed with nothing but true rage.
The way I flavored it, since, you know, raging gives you resistance to non-magical, you know, piercing, slashing, bludgeoning damage, you know? Because her story is all about how her life got turned upside down, but no. Her family comes from very magically adept, like, scholars, so like wizards, sorcerers, of the like, but she never was born with it, or was able to really pick up on it. But she's not, like, stupid or anything. She's very intelligent. It's just that for some reason it wouldn't click with her. And then she discovered that she kind of has her own magic with getting really angry, and that's how her own magic manifests with the resistances of
She got real mad, and then she flipped an entire refrigerator, and her parents were like, holy shit.
Basically. And so now she's off on her own to learn more about the world.
Half of the Ancestral Guardian gives you magical resistance as well.
And she is a Ancestral Guardian's barbarian. So.
Just like Kato, I think. Storm Herald, just like his dad. Summoning them big lightning bolts.
I'm just like, what would be a really unconventional class-race combination?
I love playing against I love playing against race classes. It's very fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Despite the fact that I regularly play Tiefling Paladins. I like the idea of, like, high charisma, like, smooth operator devils and demons being warriors of God.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Ah!
Well, I like gnomes when you deal with a trickster rogue one who is very good at hiding, good at leaving the centaur to flip the bill like a little S.
Problems that Dosan might someday be able to relate to.
Okay, I'm actually, because I know I kind of had to truncate the last drawing. I am not a giant bagel. I'm not a giant one-eyed cat whose full name is Big Boss Bagel.
What?
Okay, so these two YouTubers have a cat. His name is Bagel. He has one eye. And he's a sweet bean, but he's a little rambunctious. And his full name is Big Boss Bagel.
Jesus.
He's an orange tabby, and he's adorable, and I love him. Nope, he's very, he's thin. He's not Garfield the Deals Warlock! Jesus, Griffin, why didn't you? Yes, he does get lots of pets and hugs.
Garfield the Deals Warlock, whom I've realized we have never once described, so that's why all of the fan art keeps consistently being
an orange tabaxi.
Garfield the lasagna cat. But you know what? That's fine.
I really want to get the Adventure Zone graphic novels. Because I want to know what canonically the director looks like.
I want to know if they actually draw Garfield the Deals Warlock as Garfield the cat.
I also need to see Johan.
My boy. And our good son.
Our good son.
I love Ango so much.
Angus is too good for this world. We don't deserve him.
The ending of Taz made me fucking break down and cry.
The ending of the original crit roll, the first crit roll, also made me cry. But I bet I'll cry with Taz.
You will. I can almost promise you that you will. You'll cry at multiple points.
Oh, I bet. And Angus, they're so mean to him. I know, they shouldn't be mean to Angus. They shouldn't be. He's the good boy detective.
He's doing his best. Oh, sirs. The boy wizard.
I'm Taco from TV.
I wonder when they'll stop treating NPCs like Skyrim NPCs. Fun fact, the answer is never. They treat their NPCs, for the most part, that badly pretty consistently.
My mind immediately goes to like posts without spoilers for Justin. My mind immediately goes to the end of the Crystal Kingdom arc and right before the 11th hour.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I mean... Hey Thug, what's your name? I'm about to tentacle your dick.
Did he say that to... Was that to Kravitz?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to know how to credit you with the tentacle porn I'm about to make with your body. And then they ended up dating. That's the best "this is how I met my boyfriend" story ever.
Alright, Pinterest, let's look over what I have saved for clothes.
Getting lots of tiny races this time.
I am! Probably because I am playing a tiny halfling wizard.
Playing a small. I want him to be really tall, but I want him to be like a beanpole. Like there's no muscle on him at first glance. He's just really tall and skinny.
Where is my clothing reference? I have a clothes. There's my clothes. I apparently make such good... I pick such good pins, they,
Feature them?
Yeah, people are following it.
Yeah, a couple of people follow me on Pinterest, too, which I think is weird, but alright, sure.
What is the best Nintendo game? I don't know.
Anything that is Kirby related. I can finally start coloring! I don't know if I want him to be...
I mean, it says slums, and this is a little too nice for that, but you know what? I'm just kind of gonna go with it anyway. Fine, how about Fave? That's also hard. Probably one of the Mario RPGs, paper or otherwise.
Hmm.
So I'm just a big RPG fan.
Pokemon or Animal Crossing. That's my answer.
I'm sad we didn't have a direct either today or yesterday because I needed Reggie to announce the next Animal Crossing game as his final goodbye.
I was about to say, this is why Reggie is leaving now, is specifically because there's a new Animal Crossing coming out. My instinct tells me that he should be green, but I don't think you can have green tieflings.
Apparently, I mean, they said they can run the spectrum of colors when Taliesin did the thing.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, Justin.
You've drawn a pretty girl?
Yeah, I'm drawing a grill.
Big surprise, Brooke draws cute girls. Who would have ever guessed?
I do my best, thank you.
Go with maybe something kind of like this. And Hiten draws troubled men. What's your point? Go fuck yourself.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Shut up! Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to come for me like this! Use one of my Sasla.
Well, now you don't get that back until you take a long rest, Justin. I hope you're happy. I hope it was worth it.
One of the few benefits of Warlock, the fact that even though we have next to no spell slots, we can sit for 30 minutes and do it again. And yes, it was worth it. Shut up.
I don't want to just take this whole character design, so I'm probably gonna have to come up with like a different hairstyle to not be completely plagiarism.
Not to be completely plagiarism.
Just a really good character design, man. The reference I'm looking at.
Troubled the right word, I feel like there could be a better one. I mean, probably, but... normally under circumstances I'd be like, yeah, traumatized, but that's not necessarily true.
Troubled
I don't feel like Amon is traumatized.
He's troubled.
Troubled is... No, I don't think angsty is the right word either. Mainly because, heckin'... Amon doesn't really angst necessarily. Most of the things that he worries about are very genuine concerns.
Internally screaming.
Yeah, no, troubled is the right word, I think.
To look great all season long at the Kohl's prices you'll love. Candies only at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Do you sell stuff online? Then you know what a pain shipping can be. Thankfully,
ooh, I like that.
ShipStation. With ShipStation, manage and ship all your orders from one easy-to-use
Saturation.
rates.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
FedEx, UPS, and more. It's no wonder ShipStation is rated #1 by online sellers. Now you can try ShipStation free for 6
It almost kind of looks like a lizard man.
Maybe that could be like, there's a lizard man in the forest, but it's really just a tiefling who's very filthy.
He's very filthy and very green.
So much, they made me the spokesperson. Everyday Groupon helps small businesses by giving them easy-to-use marketing tools so they can engage new customers.
But to say, weirdly, that's not deterring me from the design that I've down the path that I've gone down.
The cash register ringing and puts butts in seats, all while helping neighborhoods thrive and customers save money. It's a win-win-win situation. Groupon.
My biggest flaw in conversation, like in formal settings of interviews, can struggle for a perfect word when I should just say something. 9 times out of 10, even when like we're talking about something and you get a word wrong, you're usually close enough that I know what you mean.
Big mood, though.
I'm kind of the same way. I try and be very deliberate with my... especially like when I'm scripting. I'll rewrite the same paragraph 10 times because like, no, that's not the right word for that. I always thought that tieflings had to be something that had red in them unless they were a variant.
I don't know. But I think tieflings being able to be any color makes it a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. So
I agree. I'm not going to say that I would like advise against it or anything. I'm just saying that that's just how I always kind of pictured them in my head. Used to look more like... want these to look more like antlers than like... up just some random funk radio channel on YouTube, and this is some halfway decent bop. Jesus! And the root. Like
reference I'm using, I really love the sleeves, but I don't know how I'm gonna pull that off.
I feel like I'm gonna...
Well, welcome back, Rose.
From Gone with the Wind? I feel like that was a clip from Gone with the Wind. every time I fucking listen to one of these, like, YouTube radio channels is when they use a clip of something that I recognize, my brain just goes, wait.
Why is a pose reference in my hairstyles folder? That's incorrect. I will never, for as long as I live, figure out how bangs are supposed to work.
It's pretty rough, especially when you've got a character that has them that are angled a specific way. I need to get the fucking table replaced on this goddamn tablet. I'm so tired of bumping it with my wrist and having it completely turn my tablet off. I was getting up and I tripped over the stupid thing and it ripped the cord out and bent it.
Oh no.
So I just need to I think I just need to replace the cord.
How do you come up with such cool hairstyles? Steal.
Yep. Big mood. These warm browns, some like grass colored for the some very light browns for the accents maybe. Put those slightly closer to the warmer side. Because this brown is kind of orangey, so you want to have the lighter brown be kind of orangey too. That's the trick, you see. Still too... Oh, I can't do that. Shit. Something that's like a brass, something that's dull.
Favorite Pokemon games? Probably Platinum.
Silver. And purely because of positive association, and I have zero shame about that.
Soul Silver or just regular silver?
Soul Silver. If I had to choose. I just like the mental image of, are you some kind of lizard folk? No.
Believe me, I feel fear. Lizard folk don't feel fear, I feel fear.
I feel lots of fear. He feels canonically a lot of fear. I love this design, and he is a very nervous, anxious boy. I'd love to play a lizard folk so I would know what it's like to not be afraid.
They understand the concept, like, oh, that thing is big and scary. That's probably best to be avoided, but they don't feel that sensation, which is weird.
But beyond that, it's not even, it seems like from the interpretations I've seen, it's not even really that they feel fear, it's just like they know when they're gonna get beaten.
Yeah.
They don't back down out of a sense of fear, it's more out of cold risk assessment.
And self-preservation.
Yeah.
Not sure I'm as happy with this design, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
I think that the orange would work as well with his green skin, but it's actually working out pretty well. At least I like it.
I like it. You're able to use those colors that I would normally avoid, and I'm just like, I need to get better at that.
I find that 9 times out of 10, especially with like oranges and yellows, the big thing is that if they're not radioactive, they tend to look better.
My problem is trying to work with like a different shade other than pastel yellow, because you can't add black, otherwise it just looks gross. Anyway,
that's why you add, I was about to say, that's why you add darker tones of things like green or orange, because it darkens them without corrupting the color.
Right. Yellow is just the worst color.
I don't disagree.
I mean, it's the hardest to work with and make it to look right, because with the other ones, I can just add a little bit of black and it just looks fine. But something about yellow makes it like, I'm gonna be the biggest pain in the ass color to ever exist.
Yeah, just like raw darkening and brightening yellows is real rough. I find that instead of like just turning like brightness down, usually what I'll do is I'll just hit multiply and just clone the layer over and over again until I get a darker tone that I want. Because then it still darkens it, but it also keeps it from
being stupid.
Yeah, it also keeps it from losing a lot of the stuff that it traditionally loses when you darken yellow. Since the Wild Mother is more of a harvest goddess, I wanted him to have kind of autumny colors. Instead of leaning into the druidy look, I wanted him to kind of, like I said, I wanted to kind of do like Cad, where I wanted it to kind of give off a druid vibe, but not really. Like that neon turquoise. That's a fucking look. Can I also just, for a minute, that somebody pointed out to me that Caduceus clay looks like an Arizona iced tea, and now I can't unsee it. They mentioned, somebody was like, yeah, he's the colors and the pattern of an Arizona iced tea. And now I can't fucking stop seeing it in my brain. He does kind of look like a Jedi.
The scruffiest looking Jedi.
It's sort of unintentional, but I kind of like it. Now that you mentioned it. was gonna say, I was gonna make a comment, but you know what? I ain't mad at that. And all that's left to do is the weapon, and then he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about Star Wars. The only things I know about Star Wars are the same reason that I know anything about Batman, i.e. because Ben told me.
We'll fix you.
I like Star Wars. I go see the movies.
Well, if you've seen the movies, then...
Did you see the new trailers out?
Yeah, I know it's out, but I haven't seen it yet because I don't want any semblance of knowing. I mean, I know everyone was like, oh yeah, it's the person at the end. I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to see the trailer other than that because I want to be as blind as possible.
Do you want to know the title of the movie?
Oh, I know what it is.
The Rise of Skywalker. What the fuck does that mean?
I saw it, a theory, like, what if it's Rey taking the name from Kylo, and because she ends up actually representing what that name means.
A distinct possibility. I think that she's a Kenobi. I think that's why Obi-Wan's lightsaber called out to her. I think that's why she's so good with the Force. I think she's a Kenobi.
Could be, well, I mean, that was Anakin's, lightsaber.
That was Luke's saber. I don't care! I don't care if you think it's not possible.
Tieflings are the Twi'leks of the D&D universe.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
I really like the new movies, so let's...
Same. And I hate that that's a contentious opinion. Anyone else hear an echo when Brooke speaks, or is it just me? Do you have the... You shouldn't. Headphones in, there's no way that you're hearing it from me.
I also have headphones in. I don't know why there's an echo. Am I just leaning really too close to my microphone and you're hearing it through my headphones?
See, I don't hear it. I don't know how you're hearing an echo, my dude. I'm not saying that you're not, I'm just saying I don't know how you're hearing it.
If I can fix it, I'll fix it, but I don't know. What would be the cause at the moment?
I was gonna say, very, very frightened of the phrase, I don't care if you like it. I was about to be like, oh god, not, and then it's like, I don't care. Oh, good. Yeah, man, I think that, like, they're flawed, all movies are, but, like, come on. They're fun. They're fun and that's all I care about.
Apparently Silver can't hear an echo.
Yeah, neither can Raphael.
What are we hearing? Oh, apparently there's an echo in one of the streams, but I'm not sure where that's coming from.
I love The Last Jedi, but I cannot argue with someone who says that the entire casino argument exists. I agree. I think that was the main flaw. I think it didn't need to take as long as it took. I think it could have been something they did quickly. But I didn't think it needed to take as long as it took, and...
I feel like I'm the only one not bothered by the casino bit.
I wouldn't say I'm bothered by it, but I understand why people don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know, Rose. It must be something that's glitching on someone's end.
Rose didn't really need to have as much of a focus as she did. It certainly doesn't justify the harassment of the actress. Yeah, agreed. Almost like people are dicks. How far along is your second one, bro?
I'm on the line art.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm finished coloring, but I don't have enough time to start another one, so I think I'll just do my shading. Wasn't originally gonna shade this, but that's how Mafia works sometimes, so...
Oh, did my album finish? They may have both stream audios running. Ah, okay. That could be it. That could be something.
That could potentially be the reason.
What else can I play from my...
Doesn't have the Force, which bitch in a book it still can, and then even after the rehaul, Darth Bane used the Force to swap bodies with someone. Yeah, I don't think it's that big a deal. Like, you got people losing their shit, it's like, who cares? I hate the, like, look, if you don't like it, that's fine. I understand, you're entitled to your own opinion. We're all entitled to be wrong. But, like, my problem is, here is my 6-hour video about why your opinion is objectively wrong and mine is objectively right. That pisses me off and makes me really upset. If you want to disagree, disagree. It's when you try and tell me that your opinion is fact. Don't like...
Thank you, Rose, and thank you for the head pats and hugs emotes.
Head pats for Brooke? I will give Brooke head pats.
Ah!
Legit, Momo wanted me to give you head pats. I was gonna debate on how the Leia scene sucks. Fight me! Fight me actually. IRL, right now. I thought it was super cool. Shut up, you're wrong. Carrie Fisher is the queen who gets to be cool. You suck.
I'm slowly getting better at feet, I think.
You could just always ignore them like I do.
Nah, you gotta somehow tap into that foot fetish market, my dude.
I admire the fact that that's a genuine thing that you should and possibly would do.
Look, I'm trying to get better at drawing furry art so then I can tap into that market for my commissions too.
Again, you know what? That's fair. That's a decent business strategy. You do draw good furries. Justin is correct.
Thank you. I try my best. I'm not the best. I have a friend, Marcus, who's much better at it than I am. But he's been kind of a furry artist since forever, so.
I was gonna say, what a strange thing for you to be that good at for not being a furry. discovered that I quite like drawing cats because fucking Red Angel talked to me once about warrior cats and showed me a bunch of bad warrior cats AMVs, and then I kept getting recommended warrior cats content.
Apparently the foot fetish thing's a really interesting thing, because like the way, apparently I have to double check the stuff on this, but I heard that the way that the brain stores information is lateral or like vertical.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff for like arousal in your genitals are you know, in one spot, and then like your feet just happen to be like right next to it, so that's how foot fetishes happen kind of on accident sometimes. Which I think is super interesting.
I agree. I can't lie, dude. I saw that fucking video, that documentary about the dude who went out of his way to try and find somebody to murder him because it was his kink, and I can't stop thinking about how fucking weird that is. Like, how do you fucking masturbate if your kink is that you want to get murdered?
No idea.
It must make busting nuts incredibly difficult. He's saving himself for his one and only. Hey.
Fetishes. Causes. Paraphilia such as fetishistic disorder typically have an onset during puberty, but fetishes can develop prior to adolescence. Some theorists believe that fetishism develops from early childhood experiences, which an object was associated with a particularly powerful form of sexual arousal or gratification. That does not explain any of my kinks at all whatsoever, because I was a severely late bloomer. In that regard.
I remember I had a friend once who was really into vor, and I had to sit down with her, and I had to sit her down, and I looked at her, and she was so scared, she told me later, that I was gonna, like, make fun of her, and I sat down with her, and I'm like, please explain this to me. And she just gave me a really confused look, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. I don't get it. I've never gotten it. Please explain.
As your friendly neighborhood ace, I'm super curious.
It happens with all of my friends. If they have, like, weird paraphilias or, like, some weird fetish, my immediate response is, please explain it to me. I'm very curious. As a person who has no sexual interest at all, I can't fathom, like, I understand that why people are ass men or titties or thighs and such. I get it. I understand. When you're like, yeah, I like sucking toes. Please explain? I don't understand. Enlighten me. I want to know. No, like, I know mechanically what vor is, Justin. I have the internet. I was on DeviantArt for years. I know what vor is. I don't, like, understand what she got out of it, I guess. Like, I don't, like, like, fundamentally, I understand what people who are into BDSM get out of BDSM. What do you get out of getting eaten? Maybe. I understand the mechanics of it. That's not my point.
Maybe it's like a specific feeling that could be associated with it. Like maybe it's like a feeling of being like enraptured entirely by something.
Yeah, it was for her. She told me it was like the feeling of being squished, so to speak. Like when being swallowed was her justification for it. And I'm like, that makes enough sense, I guess.
Ooh, I don't know which color dress I like better. Well, I'm doing a gray dance, Justin.
Oh, I should probably. Why is this layer so transparent? Is it because I have the opacity turned way down?
Introducing new Firehouse pairs. Pair your favorite small subs.
Could be due in small part to that, yeah.
Cheese, mac and cheese. And remember, a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more.
Very curious as to what this for is. I remember it's something weird, and I didn't really want to have it confirmed. Thanks, Hiten!
You're welcome. Welcome to the last stream of Ponders that I was on, where I talked about uterine prolapse and traumatized half of her audience.
Oh yeah, that's where it falls out, right?
Yepers. Just falls right out. Your fucking uterus falls out! It's wild, dudes!
That's all your favorite songs and playlists, offline and ad-free, along with the podcasts you love. Plus, the movies and shows that everyone's talking about.
I'm finally working in more greens for once.
Listen more, watch more, feel more. Spotify Premium.
But yeah, that sounds super weird, and as long as it... God, I don't even want to know what that looks like.
Gross.
Because I have a mental image, but I don't even think it's even near close to what I'm imagining.
It's just, you get turned inside out. Like when you turn a sock inside out.
I suppose. 10 out of 10 would hug this gnome. You have a delightful friend! Well, Hiten is very delightful, this is true.
Look. I go down weird holes in the internet.
It is the curse of an artist to have weird bits of knowledge that you really shouldn't know, but you do anyway because you're committed.
It was like, I was watching videos of like not even dog videos necessarily, but like I was watching videos about animals, and I was like, I remember that this is a thing that happens to sheep when they'll turn themselves inside out like that, and I know it happens to cows too. Like it happens to really big animals when they give birth because their children are so large. And I was like, I wonder if this happens to people, and then I looked it up, and it does happen to people. But it mostly happens to older women who give birth, women who give birth to lots of children at once, i.e. like octuplets, sextuplets, etc. Or, weirdly female weightlifters?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, you've got a lot of pressure down there. You imagine pop squats and then just... right on the floor.
Hiten, I'm confused about something. Asexual means that you like the opposite gender without sexual reason, right? Because I think I'm asexual.
It just means that I don't have any, like, desire to have sex with anyone else.
That curse
You
is
have
not...
people... I have people that I know who are, like, sex-repulsed asexuals, who are, like, the idea of sex makes them uncomfortable. It doesn't make me uncomfortable, I just don't want to do it.
I can tell.
I think it's interesting!
Like, I can tell you're not sex repulsed because of how much you have Ray Bang being the slut he is.
Yeah. Ray fucks. Val fucks. Kazuo fucks. Jeff fucks on occasion, but not usually.
Like, you can still be a lesbian asexual, you could still be a pan-romantic asexual.
Mm-hmm. I think part of the reason why a large portion of my male characters are gay is because I like men, but I like making male characters, so...
I'm almost done.
I'm complete. I have no idea what I'm gonna name him.
Alright, now I just gotta save the canvas, because I'm a monster that didn't save this whole time.
I didn't save this whole time either, hell yeah!
I love how you got cut off when you were reading my last comment, yeah. The curse is not exclusive to artists, but they may be the most common. Yup. It's either be an artist or be Taliesin Jaffe. But I'll pop the gnome in here.
I will show you the completed teeth.
Boop.
She's cute!
Thank!
I love her! Brooke, she's so cute!
Thank you.
Completed boy.
Very good. Very good boy,
Yeah,
Woodhog.
He ended up being kind of Jedi-like, but like they said, but I like him.
I'll open up the other one as well and have them on the same page, I guess.
It feels slightly weird for him to be green. But I like him.
I do too. Just like, help me get rid of this demon, please. I'm suffering.
Fun fact, I learned how tieflings become not tieflings anymore.
You have to defeat the demon they're associated with, right?
Yuppers,
They made a deal with.
But you can't. You have to kill the demon that gave you your powers either on your own or with people stronger than you.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot use any of the abilities that the demon gave you.
I see.
So, like, you can't Hellish Rebuke. You can't use Thaumaturgy.
I don't know
Like,
why you would.
Yeah, any ability that you have as a tiefling, you don't get as... You don't get in the fights. You can totally build an army.
Just do it.
You convince the right people.
Just be like me in a massive group of gnomes. I mean, not gnomes, I mean goblins.
Gablins.
Gablins. Gabbos.
Gablins. Gabos.
Gabbos. But yeah. I really like this prompt thing. It's really cool.
Me too. I think that it's genuinely been a really good tool to do like little prompts here and there. It gives you the idea of creating characters you never thought that you would get.
Yeah, like I said, it's a good base to start off with.
I would say especially if you're new, it's a really good thing to use. Like, if you've never made a character for D&D before, I would say use Who the Fuck is my D&D character. Because it gives you a general personality and a backstory.
And then you can always tweak from there.
Yeah, you can always tweak or build off of what you get. But I think that's it for me.
Yeah. So I also...
Thank you for doing that, Brooke.
Yeah, we should do this more often. I think it's fun. I think at some point we should just not look at the... Because I was periodically looking at the multi-stream so I could see like your chat and everything. And we should at some point like do this again, but we each have the same prompt and then we just see what happens.
I would love to do that next time.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to watch. That was really fun.
It was fun. I got to stream too. So good.
Oh yeah. We both got the stream. We both got the hours. It's good shit.
Yeah.
But I will see all of you nerds later.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys later. See you guys Wednesday for more Terraria stuff. Bye.